Here we have the new 2026 GMC Sierra 1500. Now this one comes in the AT4X trim level in volcanic red tint coat, and then we have the obsidian rust leather interior. The powertrain consists of a 6.2 liter naturally aspirated V8 engine, and that's made it to a 10-speed automatic transmission. So not too many changes as opposed to the 25 model. As we come around to the front end here, we get our LED headlamps along with the LED daytime running lights and LED fog lights. I just have the daytime lights on now, but just a very aggressive front fascia. We get that AEV front bumper there, and love the galvanized grille too. It's just a very aggressive truck to be stock. And down to these wheels, these are going to be 18-inch. Take a quick look at the suspension there. But we get passive keyless entry on the front. Then to the door panel, power door lock controls, memory seat functions. We get one-touch up and down windows on the front, express down on the back, power folding side mirrors that do have blind spot monitors in them. And then we have our rear window lockout there, and then our power mirror controls for the glass right here. Bose premium sound system, bottle holders. Then over here, electronic parking brake. We get full 4-wheel drive. We also get a 2-speed transfer case as well. Headlamp controls, heads-up display controls. We get our power tilt telescoping steering wheel, hood release. And here's our power driver seat that includes 4-way power lumbar support and power massage function. But I want to give a huge thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this truck today. I'll leave a link below in the description, But if you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get to the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. And actually, I'm pretty impressed that this is at $86,025 for the sticker price. I was expecting it to be close to 6 figures. I guess it's relatively close, but I have the seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs. So here's my space back here. I could probably scoot the seat up a little bit, but with these bigger seats, or I should say more adjustable seats, I do feel like they have more of a presence here. Seat back pockets are on both sides. Rear AC vents are here. We get 3-stage heated outboard seats, USB-C, USB-A charge port. There's a view of the front from back here. I love the Alcantara headliner. That feels really nice. And then this middle seat folds down. We have bottle holders and a little storage there. You get a power sliding rear window, and I'll show you how that works after a while. But nice sturdy hooks here if you want to hang a uniform or something like that. And then if you want to use your child locks, lock and unlock on either door there. And then we have the in-seat storage, as well as the under-seat storage there. Fuel filler, premium's recommended for full power output, but you can put regular in here just fine. Now as we come around to the back end there, LED tail lamps. There's the tow hitch, spare. Love the exhaust. A very kind of Baja feel to it. The truck overall, but especially that exhaust. We do have the folding tailgate, so this part will fold down if you want to do that. Makes it easier to step in here. Get a 120-volt 3-prong household plug-in. I guess I'll show you how it works. So you do that, you can pull this down, and you also have the kicker system in here too. USB and an aux input there. You can connect it to Bluetooth as well. But it's cool for tailgates and stuff, but I've noticed a lot of people don't seem to use it. And if you don't tailgate or have a lot of land where you can have that going in the backyard, really no use for it. But if you can do either one of those things, it's pretty nice to have. So your lower anchors for the car seats are right in here, and I like that they're painted that red. And then if you need the top tethers, front passenger seat, same power adjustability as the driver's side, which includes that 4-way power lumbar and massage. You get these pockets on either side, lockable glove compartment, top pockets there, nice carpet felt there. And as we come back to the front, just a quick look in the engine bay. Now, I apologize for the wind noise, but there's that 6.2 liter V8 mostly covered up there. And then before we hop in the driver's seat, just a quick look at the turn signals. Let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. So nice leather wrap steering wheel here. There's the horn. Now over here to the infotainment system, we do get AM, FM, XM, along with Bluetooth audio. It's a Google Assistant system, which includes Google Maps. We have wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, the Play Store. There's a ton in here. Climate controls, we do get dual zone automatic. We can adjust either from the screen here, or we have buttons and knobs down below that include the 3-stage heated cooled seats for the front. And then we can go through, once the radio loads, audio sources, there's a clock, a few other settings there, the trailer. So it's pretty neat. Can't really show everything anyway because this is in transport mode, the truck is. But your vehicle settings include teen driver, rear seat reminder, buckle to drive. And if you want to change your language, go down to your system settings and you can adjust that there. And if you want to adjust your units of measurement, you do that in the gauge cluster, which I can't really show because it's in transport mode. But if you see some of my other videos with the digital gauge cluster in these trucks, I can show you how that works. But it's pretty easy, unlike some other vehicles I've reviewed. Backup cameras there. Front camera, curbside view. My favorite's the bed view camera. Then you have a volume knob over here you can click to mute. Then you have a home button here as well. And then down here, lane keeping system, parking sensors, auto stop toggle, hazards, differential locks. And then to the shifter, push the button in here, pull down for drive, tap for the limiter or the low gear, and then you can use the paddle shifters behind the steering wheel to go through the limiter. Pull up for neutral, hit the button, pull all the way up for reverse, press P for park. Trailer brake controllers here, bottle holders. You get a USB-C, USB-A port there, wireless charging pad right in here, and then a USB-C, USB-A port, and those go directly to the radio. 3-prong plug. Pretty good storage space, and you have that top removable tray as well. A rear camera mirror, OnStar, then the power rear window, the sunroof, the lights, all that is controlled here, as well as the garage door transmitter. But I'm gonna show you how this slides one touch. So pretty easy to use, and you can just slide it back one touch as well. Now for the power sliding rear window, you do have to hold that. And then vanity mirror there. Now back to the steering wheel itself. Behind on the left side, we can toggle the track list or radio station presets. And then behind on the right side, we can toggle volume up, down. Left side stalk, blinkers, high beams, and then windshield washer fluid, your intermittent wipers. And then we do get adaptive cruise, so we can turn that on, and then you can hold the cancel button to go between regular and adaptive. And then you can set your speed right here, heated steering wheel toggle, and then the gap adjust for the forward collision alert and the adaptive cruise is here. Voice recognition, mute, and then the scroll bar and these arrows help you go through the gauge cluster, again, when it's not in transport mode. So that's why the heated steering wheel button doesn't work, because it just tries to preserve the battery. But heads up display right in front there. We can change what's shown, adjust the brightness, as well as the position. Push button start. Finally, here's the key fob with remote start. But next, let's go ahead and take this 2026 Sierra 1500 AT4X out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this AT4X, love the sound you get from that 6.2 V8. It's so strong, it's so aggressive. And this is just a fun truck to drive overall. Now we are getting just a small creak coming from the dash here. Something that needs to be fixed, but other than that, pretty quiet in here. I will say that is very annoying. So I've been in dozens of these. I've never had that happen, but of course on this one I kind of have a limit in terms of the HVAC controls, so there's that. But let's give it a pull here. Here we go. So pretty quick, wasn't even in sport mode there. I was just in the normal drive mode, so. But I want to give one more huge thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this truck today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information. I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get to the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. Now, road noise is relatively prevalent because you have that more off-road integrated setup there, specifically the tires, but the ride quality is still pretty steady. And it's pretty easy to drive for it to be a full-size truck. And again, that is just, that's crazy. I've never experienced that, at least that I can remember, in a truck where the controls are just sitting there creaking. It's rubbing against something and it's bothering me because I can't figure out what it is. But I mean, other than that, I mean, everything else is held up in here pretty nicely. I mean, it's a brand new truck, so it should, and I'm sure that's an easy fix. I just don't know where it's coming from. Now, in terms of what you get for the money, you do get a pretty decked out truck. You have massage seats, heated cooled seats, a power sunroof, adaptive cruise control, quite a few options here. It's almost $87,000 sticker price, so especially here in Tennessee, if you have to pay those state taxes, you're close to 100 grand. But it's a very nice truck that a lot of people don't have. So if that's something that's that matters to you, you want something that sticks out, something that looks good, that's stock, still a head turner, this is a good way to do that. I wouldn't consider the most practical truck though. It's pretty thirsty with the 6.2 V8. I don't want to say it rides rough, but it's not the smoothest driving truck. But if you're in the market for something like this, you kind of know what you're getting. You know what to expect. Now, it does just make you feel like a boss having a truck that's this rugged, that also has massage seats that are heated and cooled. But I mean, there are other ways to get heated cooled seats, and you can get the massage as well if you want to go up to a Denali Ultimate. Now, that will cost you a bit more money, but I do think there's a market for this though. If you don't see yourself spending over $100,000 for a pickup truck and you want everything that basically comes on the Denali Ultimate except the Super Cruise, a few other odds and ends, things you won't necessarily miss, pretty solid option here. And compared to the Raptor, you get the naturally aspirated 6.2 as opposed to a twin turbo V6, and it just has a more raw sound, more aggressive sound. It's a V8 over a V6, so it is what it is. But it's one of those things you have to experience to really see if it's for you, because it's a great truck, but it's expensive as well. So with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 AT4X.